Howdy all y'all, it's time for cake. Some of y'all already probably figure out what I've been up to just looking at this shape. But yeah, I've been kind of busy. I've been trying to get myself a bit of a mob grinder going because, you know, we're kind of overdue for that. That's my way down. And I'm just about done with this thing. I basically just gotta set up all the water and get that taken care of, and then I'm going to be able to call it done. So let's have a quick look at what we got going here. I got 2 levels, and the last thing I'm going to do is knock out these blocks from the roof above. That'll take out these torches, and that'll leave this glass here. That'll keep spiders from spawning, and then if I ever want to get in, I just knock a hole in the roof. Light comes through the glass and goes down to the floor down below. And on the floor down below, as you might imagine, we got more candles to knock out. It's a thing. It's a thing. I'm going to start by putting some water over there and some water over there. And that's already starting to all flood in toward the middle, that's our drop shaft. So this is, I'm pretty happy with how this came together. It's simple, it's straightforward, but you know, she'll do the job. So let me just finish this up. Shouldn't take too very long. And one over there, and one over there. The upper level's going to be a little bit more straightforward, I think, but y'all know how this works. Mobs go in, they don't come out. Okay. Let me just put this way over here. Now see, I got a drop from the top level that'll come right down into here. And in the top level also, there is no empty block in the center. There will be a water block there, so the bottom layer pushes everybody to the center. Top layer pushes everybody to the edge. And one more round and we'll be done with this level. And I see it starting to rain. Hooray, hooray. Gotta watch that kind of thing, particularly since part of my how this mob grinder is currently safed has to do with the sunlight. Okay, so y'all go over here, and now I gotta do the tricky thing. Take out you, take out you. And you and you. And it'd be nice if I can reclaim all of these, because I don't necessarily count on zombies bringing them to me. Not with my luck. We'll get that. And we'll get that. These 1-block pillars in the middle here basically prevent spiders from spawning. The only other thing that cannot spawn, because we got a kind of a too high zone in here. The only other thing that cannot spawn is Endermen. And this should do the trick. So I'm going to come over here and I'm going to put down the last bucket and knock out my ladders. There we go. And up we go again. Get the top level set up, and then we'll all head downstairs and see how things are going with the rest of the stuff I've been working on. Alright, there's that. Take that out. One problem with close quarters, I noticed, kind of get hung up occasionally. Okay, you can go there, and you can go there. Alright. This one's going the wrong direction because it can't figure out that the ladder is kind of it's blocking the way down. So that's why that one's doing its thing. Okay. Come on. How many? Nope, used up all my water. I've got to come back one. I hate when I get hung up like that. It is annoying. It's more annoying if you got a mob chasing you, mind you. And 1 and 2. Okay. And down we go. And 1 there. Whoops. Good thing I spotted that. Any of the rest have that? No, they don't. Okay. Alright, that all the light sources? Not quite. Okay, what are we missing? Over here. That's what we're missing. Alrighty. Just 1 in the middle, and I believe we can call this done. Well, I gotta knock out some of the stops and such from up top here. Okay. And you. And now, there we go. And up to the top. And I can take those out pretty safely and be assured that they're going to reach the bottom. Float away. And up here, let me see. There we go. Alright. So what we're going to do, take out that, take out that. Now we got that glass block down in there. And I can just put one of these in. Okay, that fell through. I'm alright with that. So if I want to let some light in, all I got to do is come up here and take out all these ones that are not slabs. And nothing will spawn on the slabs, because slabs. And nothing will spawn on the lighted stuff, because lighted stuff. So, let's see, what else have I been up to? Well, finished up that power generation system like I talked about last time. And as soon as I get done making sure this puppy works the way I have in mind, I will be going down and we will do a little bit of work, just a little bit of work on that, on some things to use all that power we made. There we go. Oh, there's a torch. And that's the last one. Okay, that should all be done now. I don't have a slab to cover this gap. Okay, well, we'll put that there and put another torch. What the heck. It'll help me find my way down if I come up here again. So I got a ladder here, which drops me right down to here. And voila, another ladder here. Now this may prove a little curious to some of you. Why in the Sam Hill do I have this situation right here that's 6 blocks high? Well, trust me when I say there is a reason. Oh look, it's our first customer. Howdy, Mr. Zombie Legs. That's a creeper. That's a zombie. Okay, I declare it works. Yep, it's definitely working up there. Okay, I'm gonna sleep real quick because I'd as soon not deal with the rain here. And I must apologize last time around. Something weird happens every single time that I start up Minecraft. The volume on everything acts like it's maxed out, and I don't know why. I can change it, I can modify it. Looks like we're getting a little lag there, making that skeleton seem to fall. I can change it, I can modify it, but if I don't do that, it acts like it's on full. So I was not entirely aware of what was going on. As you can see, all of the farms have been doing pretty well. Actually, let's have a quick look here, because this is our first set that might just have 10s. So I'm going to go over here and let's scan them potatoes. 10, 10, 10. Hot damn. That is what we want. That is what we want. So I'm going to go over here, because the rest of these fellas are not going to be 10, 10, 10. And I'm going to plant that, and I'm just going to lay waste to everything else. Generating a whole lot of taters on the way. And if a bunch of these stack, they might be 10, 10, 10 too. So I'm going to put this in here. Nope, those are not 10, 10, 10. Okay, well, they could still prove useful later on for doing Botania stuff that I need seeds for. We'll get around to that. But not just this second. I'm going to put away some taters. Nope, wrong chest. There we go. So yeah, now that we got ourselves a mob farm, we're going to have a lot of options that we did not previously enjoy. Oh, I got to throw away some of this stuff. For example, we're going to be able to use zombie meat for making dirt, rather than having to worry about trimming leaves all the dang time. So that'll be one helpful thing. Of course, we're going to get other drops. We're going to get bone that we can grind up a bone meal. We're going to get, well, we're not going to get spider string, because I made sure we weren't going to get spider spawns. So that may have been a little nearsighted on my part, but I can go back and edit it some other time. For the moment, I'm going to just put these here and clear myself some space. Okay. Get these last few things out of here. Now let's look at, where'd that wheat seed go? There it is. Hopefully this is 10, 10, 10. Well, 10, 10, 9. You know what? I'm okay with that. I am okay with that. Because I mostly care about the first two. The last one is the resistance to weeds. And once you got everything planted, that's not really a big deal no more. So, not an issue as such. Alright. And as before, gonna go dump a bunch of stuff over the side. All the singles gotta go. And anything that stacks big goes over here. Not what I would call stacking big. Okay, so that takes care of those two. I'm actually going to bother with doing the cabbage. That's not cabbage. The lettuce and the carrots a bit later. But you can see how this works, and you can see how this worked out for us, because by knocking over 16 of these, I ended up with like 50-some wheat and 50-some potatoes. So it's worth doing, because that way you can have this little 4x4 area here that knocks out an entire stack when you're done. The reason I started over is that once these spread, I'll have 10, 10, 10 everywhere. Alright, you know what I need to do? I've got some netherrack somewhere, I think, maybe. Did I make some netherrack for some kind of quest or other? Thought I did. Netherrack. There we go. Awesome. Now, do I have the flint and steel? That's the real question. I'm thinking of making a simple way to solve the problem with all these things being up here. Oh, look, we got a slime up here, at least one. Man, they do sound ornery. Hope I can pull ahead here. There we go. Okay. Hello, Mr. Tiny Little Spider. Well, my mistake. I guess small enough spiders can get in. Doggone it. Whoa. And get out again. There we go. That's useful to know. Boy, howdy, is that useful to know. Okay, this is bad. Now I got to clear it all out again. My goal in all this was to try and put a stop to them temporarily. I'm going to have to work out a better way of doing that. Let's see. Well, I know how I would do it normally. There. Got a chunk of wood in there. Okay. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take out this piece of nether brick fence, and I'm going to replace that sucker with a piece of netherrack. And I'm pretty sure y'all can imagine what comes next. Although, come to think of it, that's a bad option because it might light the ladders on fire, mightn't it? Do ladders burn? Oh, screw it. Take you out. There. Okay. Whoops. Yeah, okay, this is not the best way of doing things. Never mind. Did the ladder catch? No. Alright. Well, I have to think about that, folks. There. Anything else on fire? No. Goodness me, I had not counted on so many mob drops. Okay, well, it's time to make a chest, I guess. Let's put you there. And, yeah, mob drops, yay. I'm going to have to set up some kind of a vacuum system, like I had, like I got set up for the, whatchamajiggers, the, damn, I am so technical. What do I do in my daily life? Like I set up for the cobblestone generator. And that way we can just have all this happy stuff falling in there. Okay. Meantime, I'm just going to let all that kind of build up. Actually, I'm going to replace that cobble, or that netherrack, with that nether brick fence. Nether brick fence was here when I got here. It was one of the things Jaded put in to kind of make things, I'm not quite sure what kind of word. Oh, I just destroyed that netherrack, didn't I? Oopsie. Well, I know how to make more. It was part of the original terrain. You know, all that broken up terrain with kind of hard to get from point A to point B. That was in there. Alright, so I've burned 21 minutes now working on the stupid mob farm and getting it sorted. So let's do something that's a little bit more constructive here. What we're going to be doing is we're going to be doing some things with power, because we got this set up. You can see I got my portable tank, I got all these crucibles, and they all have 8 buckets of lava in them. Here the lava goes up here, cobble goes in there, and I've gone and made a thing up here. Whoops, come on, there. This is that stone barrel with the obsidian, and I took some panels that I made with a saw, and all I have to do is right click on that and I've got obsidian, because it keeps refilling with lava and it's got water on top of it, so the instant it refills it turns into obsidian. Happy day. I'm going to be setting up a system to take that out, put it in a barrel. In fact, we're going to have to be putting a whole lot of things in barrels in the very near future. We're going to start up some serious sorting. But first, let's work on getting that power where we want it to go. I'm going to take some glass, some lead, some redstone, and there's my saw. That's how you make panels and such. So glass in the middle, lead to either side, redstone all across top and bottom. That gets us a dozen Fluxducts, and we can use those to take our power out. Now, they don't carry as much as we might like. The most that a Fluxduct can carry is 200 RF per tick. So already each of these puppies here, these things generate, well, right now it's taking 12 RF a tick, but its output is can be up to 120 RF a tick. So this can do 240 already. We're already kind of close to overloading what we've got there. Anyhow, this is how we're going to move power around. The next thing I want to do, and this is something I'm sure a lot of you have been waiting eagerly for, is set up automated sifter. So we're going to need a silk net, like so, same as we did for the regular sifter. We're going to need some Invar nuggets, and we need an electrum gear. And if I remember correctly, it is the silk mesh, the electrum gear, quartet of Invar, and a nugget here and a nugget here. There we go, an automatic sieve. So I can just take this over here, and I can put one of them down, hook this puppy up to it. It's got power now, we can see that. All I got to do is give this thing 64 gravel. Well, that's a problem. We got a cobble gen, we don't got a gravel gen. How are we going to make a gravel automated? Okay, well, there's a thing in here that'll do like automatic hammering. Here it is, automatic hammerer. And that's going to take a half dozen Invar, weighted pressure plate, piston, and an anvil. And that's a lot of metal. That's a lot of metal, but we're ready for it. We can handle it. So let's take 1, 2, 3, 4. And where's an Invar block or two? There's an Invar block. Okay. Now, first off, I'm going to start by making us the anvil. That's going to take 3 blocks of iron right there. 3.5 nearly. So there's our anvil. And whoops, I forgot to get some redstone. Oh man, that's an unclaimed reward back there. My inventory's kind of full. I'll look at it next time, fellas, I promise. Okay, so we got to make ourselves got to make ourselves a piston now. So that's going to be some redstone, some iron, 3 cobble, well, 3 cobble. And I'm going to go ahead and get rid of this spruce wood by splicing it in with oak. Except that ain't going to work. Doggone it. That ain't going to work either. What's going on here? Oh, well, what's going on here is I've forgotten how these things work. 1, 2, 3. So, starting over from the top, get that in there, get that out of there, and the cobble goes on the sides. There we go. It's been a little while. Now, how'd that work again? Ah, weighted pressure plates. Okay, well, just need 1, 2 iron, and now we got to break that in-bar block. There we go. We got the piston on the top, weighted pressure plate in the middle, and then on the bottom we got, where'd our anvil go? There's our anvil. And in-bar up and down the sides. This is a fair investment right here. But what I'm going to do now is I'm going to take it and I'm going to put it, for the moment, right here. And it powers itself on up. It's very happy with that. I'm going to give it a stack of cobble. And you can imagine what's going to happen. Now you can see it's a little bit slow. There's a way to speed it up. I don't remember off the top of my head. I looked it up once. I got to look it up again. There's our first gravel. So it's moving pretty slowly. But we'll be able to have gravel here, shove it into our automatic sieve, and then maybe put that into a furnace of some kind. Okay, so that's, you know, we're starting to get our automation on here. Let me go ahead and take that out so I can see what I'm doing. I'm going to put leadstone up here, put the saw up here, and return some of these goodies to the ores chest. In fact, I'm going to put this back here for the moment. And you know what? What the heck? Let's look what's in the reward bag. Okay, that was pretty damn weak. Well, fine. It'll get used. It'll all get used. I'm going to move that temporarily too. Alright, so we've been running about 28 minutes. Oh, you know something? I bet there's a quest for that. Automatic sieving. There we go. There's another reward bag. Maybe we'll have more luck with this one. And here's a quest for automatic smashing. And we got that too, and that's going to give us 64 dust. And I'm actually going to put this 64 dust into the automated sifter here, because that'll get us hopefully some more redstone. And it's going to go to town. Notice this thing's got its own inventory here. We can pipe stuff out of it, but we don't need to hover over it the way that we did the other old sieve. Man, it's not seeming to do a lot there. I know you can get stuff. Oh, there it goes. And there's some redstone. Awesome. That's what we wanted. This is up to 11 gravel already. So you can see it's not the fastest dang thing in the world, but it's automatic. We can be doing something else, and we can make a cascade of these things so that they can be working not just gravel, but that one can sieve dust, one can sieve sand, one can sieve gravel. We can get things moving, you know. We can just get things moving. Pardon me, speaking of getting things moving, this sucker is not growing quite so fast as I would like. And I'm on the clock. Why am I doing this? I'm fussy, that's why I'm doing it. There we go. And hopefully that'll spread okay. Alright. So, fellas, we are now at 29 minutes. Let's go ahead and have a look at our reward bag. What is that? A single-use safari net. And it's got something in it. It is a mystery. Okay, I tell you what, it's about time to make some kind of a pen, some kind of a sheep pen, or that could be anything. That could be a zombie pig man. That could be a blaze. We don't know what that is because it's JadedCat. And we don't, you know, you cannot take nothing for granted. But, you know, I was about ready anyway. I got 2 spawn sheep. I got 4 eggs, and I got a spawned pig. So if one of those eggs gives me a chicken, I'm home free on chickens. And if not, I know that later on there's probably a way to make chicken eggs using blood magic. Oops, did I say blood magic? I bet some of you can guess now why that's as tall as it is. That's going to be where we're going to put our big old... This is going to be where we're going to put our big old blood altar. Right where that candle is. And we'll just be sacrificing stuff that falls down and has about 1.5, 2 health left. So that should make things pretty exciting for us. And come to think of it, how screwy is the blood altar recipe in this version of Agrarian Skies? Let's have a look at that. 6 stone. Wait, that's bricks. Furnace. And some flint. That's seared bricks, so I got to put them through the smeltery. How much dust is left over here? 1, 2, 3, 4. No, I only need 2, don't I? Because each of those makes... Yeah, alright. Let's do that thing real quick. I'm just going to make myself some clay. And boom, boom, there's that. Break this stuff up and feed it into our wonderful little furnace over here. Some point I got to get an upgraded furnace, but you know, this thing's been serving its purpose so far. It's alright. It's alright. I took down the fruit trees, and I need to make more of these stone choppers. I think that the very next episode, what is likely to happen is the very next episode we are going to start bringing it all together and making a big old sorting system, because I want to be able to sort all this stuff coming out of these sieves. I want some of it to go into barrels, like say redstone, and like say skystone and gunpowder and bone meal, and I want some of it to be going into the smelters up here, at least for the time being, and getting turned into metal. And of course then I'm going to want the output from the smelters to be going down into the barrels as well. So we're basically going to be creating our first big organization machine is what's going to be happening next time. And that'll be for me that's a milestone for me. That's kind of an achievement once we get our first barrel set up. Same way once we get smelting automated. The two tend to kind of go hand in hand. I mean, once you've got your sorting system set up, that kind of implies that you're getting all your stuff automated now. Okay, folks, well, that's enough for one day. We're at 33 minutes, so I appreciate you passing by. I hope you've enjoyed this. Y'all have a good time, you hear?